Owen, understand you've been down at Reigate Cricket Club today, modelling the new Slazenger kit. How's that been for you?
Yes, it's been brilliant. Obviously, being the first to see the new stickers on the bats and have a look at the new kit is obviously decent. I remember as a kid just watching all the New Year's tests around the world on TV, looking for the new stickers and seeing who changed their kits. It's always an exciting part of my sort of New Year. So doing that now is brilliant.
And it's important to look and feel the part when you're out in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a crucial part of our game is obviously to feel comfortable in the kit that you're in, and Slazenger is a fantastic company to be part of.
Now, you're recovering from the operation you've had. How are you going to be fit and ready to take on Pakistan?
Oh, absolutely. I'll be fit to play probably in about 3 weeks, which I'm quite happy about. It's earlier than expected. I go out to India on Tuesday to go out with the performance team out in Pune out there. So looking forward to a good 8 days of pretty much solid batting.
And how much are you looking forward to what's going to be quite a challenge? Pakistan have been in excellent form since and indeed during the World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be a great challenge. We're expecting obviously to whip Slad and Pakistan to have a lot of support as they normally would. So it's going to be a good challenge for us. Given that we've had a good run of things, it's hopefully going to be a big test.
Now, Andrew Strauss last week spoke about how England are now on top of the pile, of course, in the Test match rankings. Other teams are almost hunting you. You've got to be on top of your game, haven't you?
Yeah, of course we do. Obviously, having sort of comfortably beaten India during the summer, Pakistan is going to be a big challenge. They're never a side that lies down, and they have an extremely lot of good players and a lot of talent within their squad. So it's going to be a testing time for us.
You mentioned there that they'll be well supported out there in the United Arab Emirates. What about, have you got any experience playing out there?
I do actually, yeah. I toured there with the England 2020 team a couple of years back, I think it was. And before we went to Bangladesh, we played 2 2020 games against Pakistan out there. And before that then, I've been out there with Middlesex on pre-season. So plenty of experience of playing out there.
And then I wanted to move things from sort of on the pitch to off the pitch. It has been refreshing to be talking about Pakistan's on-field performances in recent weeks, but how does it make you feel to see cricketers that you played against last summer up in court during the recent spot-fixing hearings and then sent to jail for trying to manipulate the game that we all love so much?
Yeah, it's obviously it's terrible. It's terrible to see, and obviously being part of that summer when it happened was devastating. I mean, to be even associated with that sort of thing is not on. It should there should be a no tolerance policy, and obviously action taken accordingly. So, yeah, it's horrific.
And do you think that the bans and the sentences handed down will act as enough of a deterrent to anybody who might just be tempted to take money to throw a game or throw a part of a game?
I should certainly hope so. I mean, obviously time behind bars and quite a significant period of time away from the game should do. So, yeah, I mean, let alone anything else, dishonouring the spirit of the game shouldn't come into anybody's mind, really.
Let's get back to cricket. In the last few months we've seen some incredible test matches played, but global attendances figures not that great. Now, Graham Swan has recently said that we should probably stop playing one-day internationals to try and protect tests and 2020. So what's your view on this, and which of the formats do you most enjoy?
My view on it is that obviously we should continue playing. One-day cricket is a huge part of our game, and there's a World Cup every 4 years, and obviously we want to win that World Cup at some stage. So obviously not playing isn't an option. And again, the Test match cricket at the moment is struggling. It has never struggled in England, and we're quite fortunate to have quite brilliant attendances at pretty much every Test match. And again, I've been in the same boat. I watched the Australian-South African Test match down in Johannesburg. That was an unbelievable game to watch. But having seen the stands and the fact that absolutely nobody was there, it's becoming quite evident that this is becoming a problem elsewhere. So something will definitely have to be done. And I don't know what it is. The ICC will have to look at things and try and give Test cricket a boost, because certainly when you turn up to one-day games and 2020 games, the stands are packed. So there's certainly something missing that needs to be obviously resolved sooner rather than later. My favourite part of the game is obviously Test match cricket. It's as I said, it's a huge part of our game in England, and growing up as a kid, that's what you want to play. I mean, the other two forms of the game I really enjoy as well, but especially growing up here, it's what you want to do and then what you aspire to do, and I think that hasn't changed throughout the world. It's still the same. It's just whatever appeal there is to sort of viewers, it isn't being seen in the stadiums.
And as an international cricketer, are you playing too much cricket?
I don't think so. I think that being an international cricketer is obviously a testing time, and part of that testing time is the grueling year that it involves. I mean, you're always on the move. You always have a couple of days between games. You have to recover well. So I mean, probably we do play a hell of a lot of cricket, and I haven't certainly experienced any sort of tiredness or fatigue throughout the time that I've played, but that's been a very short time. But from what guys talk about, and the more experienced guys, they say it's there's a hell of a lot of cricket played in a short space of time.
A final question, Owen. Lots of talk recently about Sachin Tendulkar, get his name right. Do you expect him to reach his 100th international century before too long?
Absolutely. I mean, he's a frighteningly good cricketer, probably the best ever to grace the field. So I have no doubt at some stage he will get there.
Great stuff, Owen. Thanks ever so much for joining us. Apologies for keeping you waiting in the cold there. All the very best for the winter.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.